Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another podcast episode. Welcome to season 3, episode 10 of the FIFA Flow podcast. Today, guys, we got a huge episode for you guys upcoming. Today, we're talking about match day 5, I believe. Match day 5 of the midweek Premier League and League 1 games, guys. I am recording this on Saturday in the morning, so I guess we'll talk about a bit of match day 6 games as well, because a few of the match day 6 games have have started and have already finished as well, so we'll talk about those as well. And then we'll have another video on Monday talking about other leagues for match day 6, such as the League 1 and the La Liga. And then today is mostly going to be the midweek games as well as the transfer market. We got deadline day transfers, guys. We're going to give our top 5. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite transfers this window, and kind of how these transfers have already played for their teams, guys. So let's get started right into the video, guys. Let's start off with the Premier League, starting it off big, because this week, man, we had a banging game today, or this weekend, in which was Man City, guys. Erling Haaland, guys. Let's talk about Erling Haaland, and he's definitely going to be in that top 5 transfers of the summer, guys. But we're not going to get there yet. Let's talk about the game first of all. Erling Haaland, man, three goals, a hat trick, back-to-back hat tricks. In week 4 he had a hat trick, and now in week 5 he has another hat trick, guys. That's just crazy to believe. 2 hat tricks back to back. He like on the ball, he's insane. His shooting, his passing, the know how the team plays. It's like the whole entire team knows to play to Haaland, and then Haaland is there to score. He's positioned well. It doesn't matter if he can make a run in behind like Mbappe. It doesn't matter if he can make those creative runs in behind, as well, as long as he's positioned in the box well, and he receives it. If the ball goes anywhere near him, he scores a goal. So as long as he's positioned well, he scores a goal. He doesn't need to make a run like Mbappe. So that's the difference with Haaland. Haaland is more of that um Haaland, you can say, is more of that central, like the player that the whole team plays towards. So everyone just tries to pass it towards Haaland, and Haaland scores. Like if Haaland's in the box, you're gonna try to give it to Haaland because he's a goal scoring machine. Whereas Mbappe is more of that kind of the guy who's creating the chances to get it into someone else in the box. You get what I mean? If he can score, if Mbappe has the opportunity to score a goal, he'll score it. Otherwise, he's more of that player who's it's as if Mbappe would assist to Haaland, and it's kind of like the same thing here. Mbappe is like it's like when you say with Messi and Ronaldo. Ronaldo's the one who scores, whereas Messi also scores and Ronaldo also scores. But the main thing about Ronaldo is he's a goal scoring machine, whereas Messi is the guy who creates the chances and then assists it to Ronaldo, let's say, and then Ronaldo scores. So it's kind of the same going on here with the new future, you can say, of Mbappe versus Haaland. Mbappe is more of that creative one who also scores banging fire goals, guys. Like if you look at Mbappe's goals, they're all really insane goals. But I guess the thing about Mbappe is the way he makes those goals, the dribbles he makes, the creative chances, his technique to get to the goal. Whereas Haaland is more of that machine. You pass it to him, he gets a tap in, or like even outside the box, you pass it to him, he makes a big physical run. He's just that physical goal scoring machine. Whereas Mbappe is that one who creates the chances. So you could say, play style wise, Mbappe is the creative player. Like Messi more of a creative playmaking assister, and then Erling Haaland is more of that goal scoring machine, kind of like Cristiano Ronaldo. And both players, they both, like Mbappe, he scores goals, Messi scores goals. Ronaldo, he makes assists, Haaland makes assists as well. But the main thing about Haaland and Ronaldo is they're a goal scoring machine. The main thing about Ronaldo and Mbappe is they're a creative, technical player. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So that's why I'm like, just how broken, like I think Haaland is he's becoming a problem. I think he's only played 5 games and he has 9 goals now in the Premier League, or technically not in the Premier League, but in um for City, I believe for City he has 5 games and 9 goals. So that's just crazy to believe. It's just crazy to believe Erling Haaland, 2 back-to-back hat-tricks as well. Maybe, just maybe. No, actually, I don't think maybe. Because I believe City just lost. I believe they drew. Did they draw? Or did they not play it? Over here. No, so Liverpool drew. And City have just began against Aston Villa. So we'll talk about match day 6 on Monday's episode. So I don't really want to look over there a lot. Let's talk about João Cancelo's goal. Outside the box, beautiful goal. Or was this that one? Or is this the one where he tried to go for the bicycle? Because I remember in this game, he almost went for a bicycle kick. And that would have been a crazy goal. So I don't quite recall this goal by João Cancelo. Or if it was the outside the box finesse goal. Or not really finesse, like just the outside the box goal. So I don't quite remember, because I remember he almost went for a bicycle kick, and that was going to be a crazy goal. But yeah, that was João Cancelo. And then Julian Alvarez, the next Aguero, because he is Argentinian, from the Argentinian league as well. He is also a striker. The next Aguero also goes on to score 2 goals. So good to see Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland, both new transfers to Manchester City, are both scoring goals, both young. So still many more beautiful goals to see from both players. Either if it's at City or at another club, still there's a huge future ahead of it, especially for Erling Haaland, because now you could say the debate for Erling Haaland and Mbappe is becoming more real. I feel like in the last 2 seasons, you can say Mbappe was better over Haaland, and Haaland was kind of falling off. But now Haaland is bringing that challenge back, and now even people are saying, oh, Haaland is better than Mbappe because he's in the Premier League. And I want to talk about that as well. We see this with Lewandowski as well. Oh, everyone's saying now that the Premier League and the La Liga are Farmers League because Lewandowski scores easy goals. Haaland back-to-back hat-tricks, easy goals. You could say that about the, what is it called? The League One as well. The League One is a really challenging league. It's a really physical-oriented league, whereas the La Liga is more of a tactical league. The Premier League is a more you can say a possession-based, counter-attacking type of league. The League One is a more physical-oriented league. And with that, you have teams like Monaco, who played really physical with us. We drew 1-1 to Monaco. Paris Saint-Germain drew 1-1 to Monaco. And it goes with Lyon. Lyon was a challenging game. Lille is also a challenging game for us. We got Lens, we got Nice. So these are all really challenging opponents. Although we are Paris Saint-Germain, you guys see us as, I guess, oil money owners. These teams are still going to be challenging on the pitch. They're really physical oriented. So it's not really how we like to play. We're not really fast as well. Like they really turn really fast as well. That's what our problem with our center backs have as well. And then with Mbappe as well, with Messi, he's not really physical. With Neymar, he's not a physical opponent. So it's more challenging for them to score goals. But when they do score goals, you guys say, oh, it's Neymar, it's Messi. So like players like Mbappe, and like when they do score goals, we do tend to score a lot of goals in the League One still. Even though it's a physical oriented league, we have no problem with that. We play physically, so if both teams play physically, it's just gonna be a normal game. It's just gonna be a different play style from how the Premier League plays. So if both teams are just playing football in France, but our team is just better, not because of the players, or you could say because of the players, we're going to be scoring a lot of goals, and people are going to be saying, oh, this is a Farmers League. But nobody's saying that about the Premier League. Just Haaland, look at City right now. They have 6 goals. They have 20 goals now in the Prem? Almost 20 goals in the Prem in 6 games, and no one's saying, oh, this is a this is a Farmers League. But you just got to keep the fact that League One, you just got to keep the fact that Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, these are not these players are world-class players. If we had different strikers in our team, if we had 3 different forwards, if we had Icardi, Draxler, and Di Maria, let's say, no offense, these players are really great players as well. But let's say we did have these 3 players starting over Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. I guarantee you we'd be scoring way less goals, and if we do score way less goals, I guarantee you people are not going to be calling the League One a farmers league, because they're going to see that, oh, PSG is not scoring many goals. They're L club. This is not a farmers league. It's a competitive league. So the same thing is going on here in the Premier League and the La Liga. Lewandowski scoring a hat trick, scoring 2 goals every single game, and people are saying, "Oh, he's too good. This is a farmers league for him." It's you. All the teams are competitive. They're tactical team in the La Liga, but Lewandowski is just you just gotta know that, like, it's just a fact that Lewandowski is just a world class top player, and it's the same here with the Premier League. You could say the Premier League is a farmers league, but no, Erling Haaland is just a goal scoring machine. So no, these teams, like the League One, is not a farmers league. People saying that the Premier League, the La Liga, they are not a farmers league. You just you gotta accept that Haaland, Mbappe, Neymar, Lewandowski, Benzema, these are just all world class players, and they're too good for their league. Imagine you take all of those 5 players I just named out of their league. I guarantee you there would be more teams fluctuating, more teams moving up and down in the rankings. But since these players are playing, they're going to be keeping their team at high level, and since they're always going to be at top level, since PSG's have Mbappe, and Mbappe is always at top level, keeping his team at top level, they're going to say, oh, PSG is always winning because, oh, they have the best team in the world. If you take Mbappe out, so we're going to start scoring less goals, then I guarantee you there's going to be easier chances for lower teams like Lyon, Lille, Monaco to score and get ahead of us. I guarantee you that. So everybody has to accept the fact that Mbappe, world class player, Benzema, of course, with the season he had, with the magisterial season that Benzema had, Lewandowski, Erling Haaland. I think we said Mbappe. We said Lewandowski, Benzema, Sadio Mane. You just gotta accept the fact that they are world class players, and that's why they play for a team. They bring them to the top of the level, and since they're always on that top level, they think, oh, they're a farmers league. But if you take them out, like if Mbappe was still in Monaco, let's say, I guarantee you Monaco would be topping the topping League One. I guarantee you. And then people are gonna say, oh, Monaco is in the farmers league. PSG have no chance. Like, they're a good team, but Monaco is just farming off of PSG. I guarantee that would happen. So everybody has to accept the fact that these guys are world class players. That's why they're playing at world class level on top teams like Man City, for PSG, for Real Madrid. That's why Benzema plays for Madrid. That's why Lewandowski plays for Barcelona and not for a team like, I don't know, Valencia. Like, that's why, because they're world class players, and you got to accept the fact that they're too good for their league, and they keep on scoring goals to keep their team on top. And since they're always on top, fighting for the trophy, it makes the lower teams it makes people think that the lower teams are farmers teams, and these top teams just farm points from them. So that's what I'm trying to say here. That's why, yeah, Haaland and City, just crazy. It's becoming a problem, and he's just too good for the Premier League. Like, people thought, like, oh, he's not going to be that good. People thought he would be a flop from Borussia Dortmund, but no, look at him. 2 back-to-back hat tricks, 5 games, 9 goals. Crazy by Erling Haaland. So let's see what's more to come. It's only been 5 games. There's 38. Yeah, it was a 38. There's 38 match days in one, or is it 28? 38 or 28? If we go back to the Premier League, oh no, it said right here. Yeah, 38. There's 38 match days in every league. So it's only been 5. So there's still another 33 more to go. Let's see how many more he'll score. By this 33, hey, let's say it's 40 games. Okay, we've already done we've done 35. So you're saying 35 divided by 5 is 7, and then 7 times 9 is another 63 points. 63 goals for Haaland this season. So if you're saying that, if you're saying that every 5 games Haaland is going to be scoring 9 goals, then he's going to roughly score another 63 goals next season. So that's going to be crazy if that happens. You could say that if Haaland is going to score, so far by how it's looking, if he scores 9 goals every 5 games, he's going to be scoring 63 goals this season. So that's going to be crazy, record breaking. Of course, I doubt it's going to happen, but I guarantee you he's going to score above 30 goals. That's what I can guarantee. He's already at 10, so maybe even above 40. That's gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy. Maybe 50. I really don't know. All I know is he's a goal scoring machine. So 2 back-to-back hat tricks. Let's see, will he get third? As we're talking, as we're recording this podcast, Aston Villa versus Man City. Let's see if he record or not. Let's see if he scores another triple hat trick. Let's see if he gets 3 hat tricks back to back to back. That's gonna be crazy. So yeah, that's City and Nottingham Forest right there for you. We got Liverpool Crystal Palace or Liverpool Newcastle. And this is a really good game as well. Both the youngsters, Robert Firmino, Fabinho Carvajal, not the youngsters, but Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott? What am I saying? Harvey Elliott, guys. Both of them playing really well in this game. Both making an assist to Carvalho, scoring in the last minute of the game to score a winning goal. Carvalho, the youngster Portuguese, who's actually grown up in England. So during his interview, he had an English accent. Everyone was saying like, "Oh, why does he sound so English?" Because he was actually born in, or he was raised in England, but has a Portuguese background. But guys, yeah, scores in the last minute of the game to score a winning goal against Newcastle. Let's talk about Isak as well because we talked about him on our last episode as well, guys. I remember we talked about Isak in one of the last 2 videos, guys. And Isak, man, beautiful on the ball. As I said, brilliant signing for Newcastle. I think both Newcastle and Nottingham Forest. I know Nottingham Forest lost 9-0 to, or not 9-0, they lost 6-0 to Man City. But other than that, they're making brilliant signings like Dean Henderson. I think they have another new Brazilian coming into the club. So both Nottingham Forest, they do have a chance. Maybe not the biggest chance, but like by the signings they're making, I feel like in the transfer market, they're doing really well. I feel like they've made some good signings for their level club. They've made some good signings, and then same with Newcastle with the new takeover from last season. I think $300 billion or euros. I think it's 300 billion euros. Newcastle making some brilliant signings. No wins quite yet, but with the signings they've made, they're playing better. They're definitely playing better. 4 draws, and you can tell this new signing of Alexander Isak from I don't quite remember which team from the La Liga though. Isak, the Swedish player, making a brilliant game today. Almost scored 2 goals. Would have scored a banging goal, making the run down on the left side of the field. He makes a run down the wing, makes a dribble, cuts inside, and then gets a finesse shot far post. So that would have been a nice goal, but unfortunately it was offside. Otherwise, would have been a beautiful goal. Would have been 2 goals for him to draw 2-2 against Liverpool. Or technically, it would have been 2-1 if Carvalho also wouldn't score. Because if it's 2-1, of course, if Newcastle is winning over Liverpool, the game is going to be a completely different game. Liverpool are going to be putting more pressure. Newcastle are going to be playing more like a drop back, park the bus type playing, because they know they're already in the lead. So if that Alexander Isak goal was to stay onside, that would have been a beautiful goal, and the game would have been completely different. But unfortunately, it was offside. He did go on to score another goal. As I said, very fast player on the ball. He's really brilliant, and shooting, his technique to shoot on the ball. As I said, his dribbling to get past the defenders, brilliant technique, really fast. As I said, so it's really like I guess it's like a really good counter negative thing for defenders like Van Dijk. Not really the fastest. He does have long legs, so in acceleration in the long run, Van Dijk is good. But in a short run, Isak, he's a fast player, quick acceleration, really fast. So that's where Liverpool's defense kind of struggled because of his pace, because of his technique on the ball, and his shooting as well against Alisson. Brilliant from Isak. And those were the only 2 shots on target. The one Isak scored, and then the offside one, it went in the net, but unfortunately offside as well. And then from Newcastle from Liverpool as well, as I said, Carvalho scoring near post in the last minute of the game. And a lot of people are really mad about this because the referee scored 90 minutes plus 5 minutes at a time. It was only supposed to be 5 minutes at a time, but look, it went to 8 minutes. So like a lot of people are mad you got to keep in mind that like, oh, these stuff happened to United, to City, and then they don't say anything. But when it happens to Liverpool United, all these United fans come out and say, oh, the ref is like a rig. This is a rigged game and stuff. But nah, man, I doubt that. I doubt that. I mean, now you guys can all go laugh at them just drawing to them. Liverpool just drew to Everton. You could go laugh at that. Um, but I mean, either way, like this happens all the time with Madrid, with Barcelona, with PSG. It always goes above 5 minutes. It's not 5 minute maximum. This is 5 minute minimum time from the referee. 5 minute minimum added on. So you guys shouldn't be laughing about you guys shouldn't be laughing like or like not laughing. You guys shouldn't be hating and kind of going all out on Liverpool, saying like, oh, they scored and the ref only added 5 minutes and it went to 8 minute added on time, and then they scored. So you guys shouldn't be doing that. Like I feel like it's 5 minute minimum when that happens. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say there. Leicester and United winning there as well for Man United. Played really well from United. I feel like, as I said, Martinez, who I think might be on the top five. We'll talk about that later. But I feel like Lisandro Martinez, is a brilliant player, a brilliant defender for Leicester. I think Martinez and Varane, man, both of them. Malacia as well. Let's talk about Malacia. I did say if Dest was to go there as well, it would have been a brilliant signing, but a bit of a different situation with Serginho Dest from Barcelona. We'll talk about that later. But guys, Malacia, brilliant defender. Bruno Fernandes becoming a different player recently because he's really well defensively, attackingly as well. Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford. But yeah, Jadon Sancho scoring a goal in the 23rd minute of the game against Leicester City. I did not see that goal. I watched a bit of the second half because I had a dentist appointment and then I went to play football, so I watched a bit of the second half on my way to the field. But you could see in the second half Leicester kind of in the start of the second half, in the first 20 minutes, 15 minutes of the second half, Leicester kind of brought on a show, but then United just kind of found that way to put pressure up front as well as putting pressure onto Leicester to get the ball back and score on like up at a high at a high part of the pitch, at a high level of the pitch, putting pressure and then scoring, having that opportunity to score. And the thing with United now is they can pressure up high and still come back and defend really well. So that's the good thing is they can pressure up high and still drop back when on a counter attack. So that's really well from them. Really good kind of tactical, really good play style from them. As I said, yeah, Leicester bringing on a show in the second half. It looked like, guys, James Maddison wanted that free kick. He had a really good free kick just before halftime. Outside the box, hit the bar. I think it was a really nice save from David De Gea. And then he had another free kick in the second half, which unfortunately hit the unfortunately it did hit the wall. But overall, James Maddison, you can tell he wanted that free kick. Jamie Vardy almost scoring. Jamie Vardy also scoring a goal. Almost scored a goal in the first half of the game as well. So that would have been a crazy matchup as well, but crazy draw or a crazy goal, I guess you can say, because it would have been a draw in the first half, make it a more competitive game in the second half. Overall, I guess you can say that Leicester kind of fell apart in the second half. Didn't really under pressure. They didn't really know how to play. I think in the second half it kind of fell off, and United just put a lot of pressure. They played possession as well. So good from United getting another win. I think that's their third consecutive win now. So good, they are coming back. Brentford and who was that first game? Southampton, was it? Brighton? Brentford and Brighton going out of mind, out of sight, and now these wins are coming to cover up these losses. The team is more together. And honestly, might be, yeah. Also, Ronaldo talking. I was gonna say something about Ronaldo. Let's talk about his game, like his performance in the Leicester game as well. Really brilliant performance. Almost got a goal. I think he almost went for a bicycle, which just went wide. So that would have been crazy. And then everyone said like, oh, he's trying to be Messi, bro. Like what the heck, man. And then yeah, he played really well, making really brilliant through balls, making good assists into the box, like kind of going up to the goal line, and then kind of cutting back inside into the middle of the box. Unfortunately, no one there, or it was blocked by the new Leicester keeper. Unfortunately, but overall, his performance to make that a through ball assist, to get the assist, to almost score a bicycle, to score almost, I think he almost got another tap in or another good shot as well. He played well. He played well, getting subbed on in the last 20 minutes of the game. I do believe that I feel like Eric Ten Hag does need to give Ronaldo a bit more play time, maybe like 40-minute play time, 30-minute, 35-minute play time. Because after that performance in 20 minutes, he definitely deserves more. But you could say at the same time that starting or playing Ronaldo and Maguire on the bench is literally winning United more games. If you don't start Ronaldo and Maguire, they're gonna win more games. Now I don't know if you start Ronaldo, are they still gonna be winning? Is Maguire the problem? I really don't know. It might be Maguire, guys. The 80 million fridge, but man, he is a fridge. The big beast fridge, the frozen fridge. How could he get rid of the fridge, guys? Samsung fridge, he has all that new technology, guys. Apple fridge, I don't know. I really don't know. 80 million fridge, guys. It might be the fridge problem. It might be the fridge. Let's see what Eric Ten Hag does next season, or even in the winter transfer. Will he terminate his contract? Will he sell Maguire? Because I do feel like Maguire, it's starting to look like Maguire is the problem, because ever since Maguire starts on the bench or ever since Maguire hasn't played, look at them, 3 consecutive wins, and United are on fire, playing well together. Bruno Fernandes on fire as well. I feel like how he's performed before the Liverpool game and how he performs now against Leicester, brilliant from Bruno Fernandes. As I said, Ronaldo, brilliant through balls and brilliant game as well for Ronaldo in the last 20 minutes. So overall, United becoming more united as a team, you can say. Arsenal, Aston Villa, didn't watch this, but you could say that Arsenal winning, going 5 for 5. Arsenal and United tomorrow. I'll for sure be watching this at 8:30 tomorrow. That's gonna be huge, because I really hope. Although actually, I really don't know how to feel here, because I want United to do good. I'm not the biggest United fan. I want Arsenal to do good as well. I feel like my main, if I had to choose one team in the Premier League to support, it would be Arsenal. So let's see. Hopefully Arsenal goes 6 for 6. But as I said, I also want. I said I'm not the biggest United fan, and I did say I'll support Arsenal if I was if I was to watch the Premier League. I do support Arsenal, but as a PSG fan, as not a huge Premier League watcher, and not as a huge Arsenal fan, that's just a team I'd support if I watched the Prem. Not as a huge Arsenal, not being a huge Arsenal fan and a huge United fan, and not really liking United as a whole, I still want both teams to do good. I still want United to do good, because United have Ronaldo, of course, their historical club back in the glory days with Rio Ferdinand, with Vidic, with Rooney. Those glory days were insane. So I hope those glory days come back with Bruno, with Lisandro Martinez, with De Gea. I really hope they come back. That's why I both want Arsenal and United to do good. So this game is gonna be crazy. I'm just gonna be a mutual fan this game. Hopefully, let's see which team wins. I'm not gonna say, oh, I want Arsenal to win, or I want United to win. But if this game was to not happen, I would still want Arsenal to win the Premier League. But yeah, guys, looks like over here we got City and Arsenal on top. I mean, match day 6 is currently live right now, so we'll talk about match day 6 on the next episode, on which hopefully it's on Monday. I do have football training on Monday with my new club. I do have a football training, but I mean that's later at night, so hopefully I can upload a podcast before. I'm starting to delay these podcasts. I mean, yesterday I was busy, so I couldn't record a podcast. As you guys can see, we have a new camera angle for the podcast. The background is a bit different, so hopefully on Monday we can do a new podcast for match day 6 for the La Liga, League 1, and the Premier League, as well as a room tour, a setup tour of the podcast, hoping to get a new camera as well to have more of that HD quality, that 180 4K whatever it's called, the good quality as well. And then yeah, hoping to get a few more new technology stuff in my setup as well. Hoping to get like a wireless adapter for my TV up there. I don't know if you guys can see my TV, but I don't really want to show this side because it's not the cleanest. So right now that's why we kind of have it this way. But yeah, guys, we're gonna talk about match day 6 on the next episode. You guys could see the score here, but I still need to watch the highlights so we can talk about the games as well. And then we still got City, Villa, we got Brighton, Leicester, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, United, and oh, this game already happened. Oh shoot. But yeah, this game would have been sick, but I mean, unfortunately, not a great score. But I feel like Isak, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, both doing two really good teams. I feel like they're really showing up this season. I've really been paying more attention to Crystal Palace and Newcastle this season. Saint Gucci, Max, Saint Rat, the Rat, ASM, Alan, Saint Maximan. Of course, Newcastle with the brilliant signings of the new takeover with Isak, with Nick Pope, with Trippier, and then with Crystal Palace as well, making Zaha Haaland. Of course, I have to watch him. Beautiful goals. So that's why like that game would have been sick, but unfortunately not the biggest outcome. But yeah, as I said, match day 6 we'll talk about on the next episode. And yeah, that's really the Premier League for match day 5. Let's talk about Premier League transfers, deadline day transfers. Manuel Akanji, guys, what a transfer, what a signing. I feel like, yeah, I can't believe he's 27 years old, guys. 17.5 million for 30 million value player from Borussia Dortmund. As I said, guys, Borussia Dortmund kind of falling off. That's why I said when I did my predictions for the UCL, I did say Borussia Dortmund might not make it past because they're kind of falling off. Losing a key defender is also the reason. Losing Haaland and now a key defender, both to one team, Man City. But good to see. Okay, voice crack there, huge voice crack. But good to see, guys, that Erling Haaland and Akanji both got pairing back together. Both former Borussia Dortmund players from last season and now both City players. So I feel like Ruben Diaz and Akanji, just two beast players. Who's their defender right now? I think it's Laporte, the Spanish player, the former Frenchman who switched nationalities and became Spanish for last year's Euros. But Akanji and I feel like Akanji is gonna definitely be starting more over he's definitely going to be starting more over Laporte. So Akanji, Ruben Diaz in that midfield, in the center back. You got Kyle Walker right back. You got João Cancelo. So what a new backline for Man City. And I'm not saying Laporte is a bad player, but like how old is Laporte now? I think he's like 30. Laporte age 28 years old. Okay, so about the same age, I guess, but I feel like he's not the fat. I feel like physically, more technically on the ball, Akanji is gonna be a better player. When I watched him at Dortmund, in the UCL against like in the Bundesliga, he's a brilliant player. So even for Switzerland, I believe he's Switzerland. Akanji, national, yeah, Switzerland. He's from Swiss. So brilliant player physically, as I said, on the ball. I think he's gonna be a better player than Laporte. So brilliant signing there. And as I said, yeah, same. Not the best for Dortmund because I feel like they're kind of falling off now. Deadline day, another deadline day deal, guys. Done deal. Arthur, the Brazilian Arthur from Juventus to Liverpool on loan. So this is going to be another signing that we can question here. A lot of people do want, a lot of Liverpool fans especially do want the departure, like they do want what's his name? Jude Bellingham to come into Liverpool, who I like next season. It's definitely going to be a huge battle between Madrid and Liverpool because both teams, both Madrid and Liverpool, looking like they both want to sign Jude Bellingham, the English youngster midfielder. So that's going to be quite weird if Real Madrid do get Jude Bellingham. They already have Camavinga, they got Chouameni, they got Valverde. So Jude Bellingham to another young midfielder. So maybe like Borussia Dortmund will doubt that and say, "Oh no, you guys already have all these three youngsters. We'll give them to Liverpool, and Liverpool might give more money and stuff." And it also depends on the player as well. I feel like Jude Bellingham, being from England, he would want to play more for Liverpool. I think he was a Liverpool fan growing up as well. But of course, no one can back down Madrid, man. Madrid, what a team Madrid are. Historical team, best team in history. I'm not saying for me, I'm a PSG fan, but in all football history, they have to be the best team. So you can't back down Madrid, man. So I don't know. Up to Jude Bellingham, the battle of Liverpool, the UCL battle again, Liverpool versus Madrid to get Jude Bellingham next season. But for now, this season, 1 season loan, on loan, Arthur from the Brazilian, Arthur from Juve to Liverpool. And I did say in previous episodes that Liverpool need to make their midfield better. They need a new midfield. Fabinho, who they have? Fabinho, Carvalho, Elliott, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Who's the other one? Henderson. So I feel like they need that kind of more creative midfielder, that box to box, more attacking midfielder. And I think Arthur, he's more of that central mid, box to box, more attacking midfielder. Whereas Fabinho and Henderson, more is that defensive midfielder. So maybe playing in a 4-3-3 with 2 CDMs and a central mid, or a 4-3-3 with 2 center mids and a cam might be the position for Arthur. Either that cam or center mid, box to box type player. He's more of that creative player, good on the ball, got good dribbler. Fabinho also really good on the ball, good passer as well. But I think Arthur more attackingly, more better on the ball, creative chance. So like, you know how everyone has that Modric type creative midfielder in their team. For PSG, that's gotta be Vitinha or Verratti. Now for Liverpool, it's gonna be Arthur. I feel like so. Arthur more of that attacking and not defensive box to box that Liverpool do need. I think he's gonna be a brilliant signing, and maybe he might be on us. He maybe depending on how he plays for Liverpool. As I said, he's gonna be that creative box to box player for Liverpool. Depending on how many creative chances he plays, how well he plays, creatively, technically, defensively, attackingly, dribbles, his passes, his maybe not really you can say about pace, but like I think technically his passes, his dribbles, his shooting, defending, depending on how that works out for Liverpool this season, they could sign him and then also sign Jude Bellingham as well. So they really need 2 box to box midfielders, which I think is I think it's a good. I think he'll be doing good because Liverpool do need a good box to box. They don't need any more. They're kind of really their only options are youngsters like Oxlade-Chamberlain, Harvey Elliott, and Carvalho, and then they have 2 defensive midfielders, Henderson and Fabinho. So I think having Arthur in is going to be a good new experienced box to box midfielder. And then bringing Jude in as well. Jude, Harvey Elliott, Carvalho. That's gonna be a nice triple youngster midfield. And then you got Arthur as well, that experienced box to box midfield. So good signing on loan. Let's see how he performs. Daniel James, I just want to say that as well. I guess because it's my name as well. Daniel James from Leeds to Fulham. He's honestly he's a good player, young as well, 24 years old. Man, this guy in FIFA, just like I had to bring him up because in FIFA he's just deadly. He has some iconic cards in FIFA, so I wanted to talk about him as well. Going to Fulham, and honestly, Fulham, how are Fulham doing right now? If we go back, Fulham FC, how are Fulham doing in the table? 10th place. I mean, people did say that they were gonna get relegated, but I mean, looking at who's gonna get relegated now, Leicester City, going 4 games and 1 draw, 5 games, 4 losses, 1 draw. So Leicester City doing worse. I feel like Fulham making some brilliant signings. Of course, I said the Championship, the best striker in Europe, Mitrovic, the Serbian Mitrovic, guys. Of course, he is the best of all. And now getting Daniel James, I think that's going to be brilliant. That kind of fast-paced winger. Going to be great for Fulham. So good deal here. On loan, though. He is on loan. Still going to be a good transfer for Fulham, though. I think that's going to be brilliant. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, guys. Barcelona to Chelsea. Swap deal. Done deal, guys. Confirmed, guys. Now, a lot of people saying he is a rat. A lot of people are saying he is a rat because he, of course, you guys know he played for Arsenal. He was 26 when he joined Arsenal. I believe, he was 26 when he played for Arsenal. And then last season or in the winter, you could say Arteta kind of kicked him kicked him out of the club. He went to Barcelona, had a great time at Barcelona under Xavi, and now has a swap deal with um has a swap deal. What's his name? I forgot his name. It's right here with Marcus Alonso. Has a swap deal with Marcus Alonso to go to the Chelsea guys. So a lot of people are saying he's a snake. Oh, he played for Arsenal, now he's a snake. But honestly, after being kicked out, I guess forced out of the club from Arteta, um, you could say like, oh, this is deserved for Arsenal. They kicked a brilliant player. They kicked a legacy player for Arsenal. He was a legacy player for Arsenal. Him and Lacazette, legacy pairing up top for Arsenal. So you can say Arteta kicked him out, and this is what he gets. He goes back to London, plays for a different place for the Blues in London instead of the Reds. And I guess that's what Arsenal get for kind of forcing him out of the club. So yeah, Chelsea getting Aubameyang after the departure of what's his name, the German striker Timo Werner, going back to RB Leipzig. They're getting Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and honestly, I think this is a great deal after a season under Xavi. Let's see how he plays, but at the same time, I gotta give my opinion that like I wanted to say that apparently Mehdi Taremi from Porto, of course he's Persian. I wanted to talk about him. Apparently he was also gonna be going to Chelsea. There was links of him, rumors of him to Chelsea. So I don't know if it'll still be happening. Maybe after the World Cup. But now that they have Aubameyang, I doubt it'll be happening because they also got Pulisic, they got Mount. So they do have some backup strikers or backup forwards, you can say. They got Sterling as well, so they don't really need another striker, another forward like Taremi. But that would have been crazy to see. And this deal is still gonna look, even if it did break down the rumors of Taremi going to Chelsea, it's still gonna be a great deal. So yeah, everyone's saying he's a snake. I think honestly Arsenal deserve this because they forced him out of the club. So yeah, that is that. And then yeah, Dennis Zakaria on a loan with a buy option of 35 million from Juventus. I think it was mid-season last season, or yeah, I think it was near I think it was in the January transfer window last season when Zakaria went from where did he go from? I forgot where he went from. He went from somewhere from the Bundesliga. I forgot the team. Let's just take a look right here. Dennis Zakaria for Switzerland as well. We gotta take a look, guys. We gotta take a look. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Yeah, he played for them. So yeah, I remember now. I didn't quite remember the team. I was gonna say Borussia Dortmund, but you can say Borussia Mönchengladbach. Borussia. They both have Borussia in the start. I was gonna say Borussia Dortmund, but yeah, in January transfer window, got sold to Juventus, and now on loan with a buy option to Chelsea. Like man, he played half a season for Juventus, and now going to Chelsea. Maybe he didn't perform the best, but overall a really physical player. Good on the ball. I guess you can say attacking. He's also pretty good. Good box to box. So him and you could say honestly, I think this is a good signing for Chelsea in the midfield. I feel like they might play him center back maybe. They got Koulibaly and Thiago Silva both at the center backs with with Reece James right back, and then I don't know who's their left back now. And then maybe play like a 4-3-3 with two center defensive mids. Zakaria, you got Mason Mount now. You got N'Golo Kante. So I think Zakaria gonna be helping out that midfield defensively and attackingly as well. I think he's good getting forward as well. Yeah, it's kind of strange to see that he only went to Juventus for half a season. But to be fair, I guess now with Leonardo Paredes coming into the club for Juventus, they don't really need Zakaria anymore, because I feel like they'll rather be starting Paredes because he has more chemistry with the teams. With Di Maria, he has more chemistry. So I guess that's why they don't really need him. What do we have next? We got the League One next, guys. Okay, yeah, we got the League One next. Let's talk about the League One. It's like the only thing we really talk about in the League One is Paris Saint-Germain. We got a few games today as well. PSG Nantes. We'll talk about that in the next episode. But PSG Toulouse, guys, brilliant game for us. Mbappe, Neymar, Juan Bernat scoring a goal in the last minute of the game to get on the leaderboard. He was injured. Juan Bernat unfortunately was injured. That's why he didn't really play a lot. That's why Noon Menge played a lot last season and showed that he was a good player as well. Showed that he was a starting player. So good from Noon Menge to have that ability, to have that um chance to play more. Unfortunately, if Juan Bernat was here, would Noon Menge still, if Juan Bernat didn't get injured, would Noon Menge have that playing time and be playing that much to show that he has that much capability? Um, or like if or not, I don't know. But good thing, and not really good thing that Juan Bernat was injured. But it got more playing time for Noon Menge and got to show that Noon Menge was a brilliant player for us. And we did go on to sign him from his loan from Sporting. But yeah, Noon Menge coming back from his injury, and scoring a goal as well, back on his debut from his injury. So good to see that from Juan Bernat. Kylian Mbappe scoring in the 15th minute. Neymar, I believe, scoring a penalty in the 37th minute of the game. So yeah, overall we played really well. Was this the game where I said they were, like, Ronaldo was kind of frauding? No, I think Vitinha was playing this game, and you can definitely tell when Vitinha played over Renato Sanchez, there was definitely a huge impact on with Vitinha playing. That creative midfielder. Even when he doesn't have the ball, um even when Vitinha doesn't have the ball, he tries to find chances to move around the pitch, to find like an open area to receive the ball, or kind of to create, to drag one of the opponent's players with him to create open spaces for his teammates as well. So that's the thing about Vitinha. Hopefully we can see more good games from Renato Sanchez, from Fabian Ruiz, from that new Spanish player. But overall, good game for PSG. 3-0. I was expecting, of course, after winning like 7-0, 7-1 against who was it? Not I forgot who did we beat 7-0 or 7-1. I think it was 7-1 or 6-1. Yeah, 7-1 against Lille. After beating 7-1 against Lille, I think Lille is definitely going to be a better team than Toulouse. Toulouse, yeah, not Toulouse. Toulouse, a newly promoted team from the second division. So Lille, of course, going to be a stronger team over Toulouse, hopefully. But football is football, so you never know. But on paper, Lille a stronger team over Toulouse. So we are expecting that PSG are going to be beating Toulouse more than they already have against these other teams. But no, it wasn't the case. We did play more. We did play good football. We still played really well as a team. But like against a newly promoted team, you're expecting more. You're probably expecting more from the team, or more goals, you can say. We played well though, especially under Vitinha. When Vitinha played in the midfield, you can see it definitely impacted our play style, our creative chances, our attacking opportunities. It definitely impacted us a lot. And Mukiele as well. Mukiele playing really well. Just not able. I feel like whereas Hakimi, he's able to kind of see opportunities to get goals, but Mukiele more defensive. He, like, under Galtier, he was told to go up a lot because, like, you can tell Noon Menge and Hakimi, they always go up to make an assist or to get a goal in the, like, go wide, make an get a goal, go wide, get a cross in, make an assist, or get a goal far post, near post, from a through ball from Vitinha. Like if Vitinha's here, makes a through ball here, and Mukiele goes up around and then scores. So that under when Hakimi and Noon Menge play, that's how they play. With Mukiele, I feel like he's more a defensive player. He's not really able to see that opportunity, that goal scoring opportunity. He's still a really really good player, but I feel like attackingly he needs to improve a bit more. But yeah, that's PSG there. I think that does that top us on the table. Let's just take a look right here. Oh, Marseille already have one game. But if we lose this game today against Nantes, then Marseille are gonna be on top of the league. Okay, so that's not how I like to see stuff here. Hopefully we can get on top, of course. If we win this, we're gonna be at 16 as well. So as I said, hopefully we can win and go back on top, because goal difference is gonna, if we're tied at 16 with Marseille, the only thing that's gonna be putting us on top is because we have a higher goal difference. So hopefully we can get that win today against Nantes, get a more goal difference, get a higher goal scored and goal conceded ratio, and then get a higher goal difference to be on top of the league. But yeah, that's the League One there. That's really PSG there, and then we got some transfers here. So Amine Gouiri, guys, Frenchman, left winger. I think he's a brilliant player for Nice. He played really well last season. Even for France, on the ball, he's really fast, good shooting, brilliant signing, going to what is it, Stade Reims. So I think it kind of odds that like a French team would sell it to another rivalry French team, especially after the season he had for France, for Nice as well. Pace wise, he's really fast, really good shooting on the ball. His dribbling is brilliant. He's really physical as well. So it's kind of odd that, like, oh, he's going to another French club, from a French club to another French club. Kind of odd, but good deal, I guess, for Stade Reims, and good deal for Nice to bring in money into the club as well. Yeah, this is the other midfielder I was talking about the other day. 18 million plus 3 million add-ons, 50 million, guys. He's 50. He's market value is 50 million, and we only got him for 21 million. Crazy deal there. Like, holy. I don't know who this guy is at all. Being 50 million on the market value of 50 million, and I don't know who he is. Like, what the heck, man? But coming from Valencia, the Spanish midfielder, I believe, 25 years old, coming to PSG. So another creative midfielder. So this season, our midfield is cooking. We have a brilliant new midfield. So I like to see things happening in the midfield. Hopefully more creative chances from Vitinha, from that new Fabian Ruiz from Napoli, and now from Carlos Soler. Hopefully we can see some more creative opportunities. Julian Draxler, guys, going to Benfica, and I did post this on my personal Instagram a few weeks ago. I think last week I posted it, and I said, "Man, what are we doing selling players to our UCL rival teams?" And what I mean by that is, in our UCL group stage, we have Benfica, we have we have Juventus, and I forgot the last team, but Benfica and Juventus. So Julian Draxler to Benfica. We got Julian Draxler to Benfica, Di Maria to Juventus, who are playing this Tuesday. Leonardo Paredes just recently signing that contract to Juventus as well. So 3 players going to 2 different rivalry clubs, rival UCL group stage clubs. So quite odd to see that. Julian Draxler, luckily he's only on loan, because I feel like Julian Draxler, the German left wing cam player, he's definitely a great substitute for Neymar, for Nunez, for Messi in the central attacking mid position. He's a great player for us, a great substitute. So going on a deal to Benfica is good for him to get more starting, because I doubt this season he's going to get much starting time on the field, not much play time on the field. So going to Benfica gonna give him the opportunity to have that more playing time. And then coming back, hopefully he can get some more playing time, be that substitute that we need as well, because he's a brilliant player, brilliant player. And Benfica are gonna be lucky to have him. Benfica they're cooking up a new team this season, looking like they might be a difficult team in the UCL. Idrissa Gana Gueye to 2 signings from PSG to the Premier League. I could have put this in the Premier League section of the video, but I guess since it's related to PSG, I wanted to have him in the PSG part of the video. Idrissa Gana Gueye to on loan to Everton. So will this help out Everton's relegation? Last season they almost got relegated with Lampard. So hopefully this season, let's see, will it be the same thing, or will they get relegated? Hopefully they stay in. Everton, they got Richarlison, who also left, so not looking the best for Everton, but bringing in a new defensive midfielder will help them on loan as well. Idrissa Gueye, I know like I'd rather play Verratti and Vitinha and Renato Sanchez, but overall last season him, Danilo Pereira, they did really well in our midfield. Defensively they did well. The only thing we needed was more creative players, more creative box to box players, attacking players. So we had to sacrifice defensive midfielders, and one of them was Idrissa Gueye, who we didn't really sacrifice. He is on loan. Um, Oh shoot, never mind. Okay, so it looks like it is a permanent deal. Idrissa Gueye joined on a permanent transfer, not on loan. So it is. Yeah, we did have to sacrifice a defensive midfielder to get an attacking midfielder, and honestly, bringing in some more money into the club. Of course, we already have the oil money, but still bringing in more money into the club. Good deal for Everton as well to help out their midfield defensively, and overall, he's a brilliant player. Defensively, I think like I know I said I'd rather play Verratti, Vitinha, Renato Sanchez, Fabian Ruiz. If he was still at the club, I'd rather play those players that I mentioned. But other than that, last season when we didn't have those players, last season when we only had a few midfielders, he was one of them. And when he did play, he was good defensively on the ball to get the ball out of our zone. He was brilliant with that. So good deal to bring in money and good deal for Everton. I think he's going to help them out a lot. As I said, guys, Fulham making some brilliant signings this season. And looking really, really good this season. As I said, they have the one and only striker Mitrovic, guys. They got Daniel James recently. The English, or is he English? I don't think he's English. He's somewhere from UK, I think. And UK is like that has Ireland. I think there's another one as well. So Daniel James, that right winger from Leeds, going to Fulham as well. That's gonna help them out a lot on the wing. And now getting our left back, our French left back, Kurzawa, 29-year-old on a loan with a buy option. I think this is also gonna be good, helping them out defensively as well. He's a really, really good player. We have Juan Bernat, who would rather play more over Kurzawa as well as Noon Menge, but he's still like other than having those two players, when he does play, he's pretty decent for us. So good transfer there. It looks like Abdou Diallo on loan with a buy option to RB Leipzig. You could say it's kind of like a loan. It was kind of like a loan deal with it's kind of like a Okay, what the heck? My market value, bro. Some of these from Dortmund to Leipzig. Oh, okay. I think he did play for Dortmund, did he not? Diallo. PSG. I think he played for Leipzig. We got him from he played for Dortmund, went to PSG, and now going to Leipzig. So you could say this is kind of a swap deal with Mukiele, because we got Mukiele right back, center back, right mid from Leipzig, the Frenchman. We got him from RB Leipzig. And now we're bringing Diallo on loan with a buy option to RB Leipzig. So kind of like a swap deal. Not really though, because if it was a swap deal, let's say I'm giving 50 million with Diallo. If I was not to give Diallo, I'd have to give 70 million instead. So that's why the price to buy the player is a bit different. But you can kind of say where we got one of their players, and now we're giving one of our players to RB Leipzig. You can kind of say it's a swap deal, but not really. So yeah, Diallo, I think honestly he was a really good defender. We needed some more money into the club as well. To hopefully we could have signed Skriniar, Milan Skriniar, which unfortunately didn't happen. Hopefully we can get him in the winter transfer window, who I believe he will be on a free in this winter. Milan Skriniar from Inter Milan. Inter Milan Skriniar, guys. Milan, they both have Milan in their name. But yeah, guys, I think he's gonna be on a free this winter. So hopefully we can get him on a free. I think he said he wanted to play for PSG as well. So that would be brilliant if he does come to us as well. Unless he extends his contract with Inter Milan, but hopefully he comes to PSG. So we do need a new center back. So unfortunately we did lose one as well, but we still have some players like Thilo Kehrer, I said Mukiele, Juan Bernat, and then with the departure of Diallo, we did lose a defender. But honestly, like, would he have got much playtime as well? Probably not. But at the same time, with us now playing a 3-back, we have 3 players every game at risk to get injured, and then with the substitute also getting, so we need like more substitute is what I'm saying. So losing one also not the best, but at the same time, would he gotten like a lot of play time? Probably not. But yeah, as we just talked about this, selling our players to rivalry UCL group stage teams like Juventus and Benfica. Leonardo Paredes on loan deal with a buy option, 28 years old. Yeah, man, everyone is saying he looks like Ronaldo. Like, see, Ayo looks like Ronaldo. Um, yeah, there was some like stuff like I remember on Twitter especially. There's like some people saying, "Oh, he looks like Ronaldo and stuff." So man, like he does play. Honestly, he kind of looks like Ronaldo. Maybe the smile. Like if you were to cover up this, if you were to cover up this top, like his face here, would he might look like Ronaldo. He might look like if um, I don't know. Let's just bring like this here. I don't know. It kind of looks like Ronaldo. Like the smile kind of looks like Ronaldo. It just kind of looks like Ronaldo. Um, but honestly, yeah, going back to Leonardo Paredes and the player himself, good deal for Juventus in the midfield after losing Zakaria, of course, playing only half his season, Zakaria, and now going to Chelsea and now bringing in Paredes. They got what's his name? They got Paul Pogba as well. They got Locatelli. So new midfield here. He's really good on the ball defensively. He is a CDM, but I feel like attackingly on the ball, his shooting, his dribbling, his passing kind of makes him like a box to box type player as well. And he also has that chemistry with Di Maria. Both played for PSG, both Argentinian as well, and now both playing for Juventus. I think he's a brilliant player, brilliant. He fits into the team with the chemistry, as links with the players there as well. So good signing, good signing, um, for Juventus, for the player himself as well. Um, but also after like a season, after a brilliant season, after a brilliant preseason he had here as well. I kind of feel kind of like sad that he left because I think he would have been a really great substitute for us as well. But I mean, we do have that new Spanish man, that Carlos Velors, or what's his name, that new Spanish man from Valencia. We got Fabian Ruiz, we got Vitinha, we got Bernardo Sanchez. So I mean, selling Paredes is not the biggest loss because we do have some new creative midfielders coming into the club as well. Um, okay, yeah. So talking about PSG, one last thing, not really a transfer, but Paul Pogba and Federico Chiesa are out for the UCL game on Tuesday. Says Allegri on the zone. Okay, so yeah, honestly, this is what I feel like right now. Let's go from LeBron James here, but Paredes and Di Maria in, that's problem for PSG. Everyone knows that Di Maria's strength. How does he play against his former club? Honestly, kind of agree. Oh, Paredes also suspended for that game. Okay, thank God. So, they don't have the strongest midfield. Like they don't have Pogba. They don't have um Paredes. They don't have Chiesa. Although they do have Di Maria playing against his former PSG club, and PSG, of course, making him the player he is today. I feel like he played at United, he played at Madrid, but PSG was his main big team where he was in his prime, his magisterial. We talk about him in previous episodes. Magisterial, kind of like the number 10, but on the wing instead. He was number 11, I mean. But now he's gonna be playing against his former club PSG. But luckily they don't have players like Chiesa, like Pogba. The only player I'm worried about in the attack is of course Di Maria and Vlahovic. Man, Vlahovic this weekend scoring a crazy um free kick, or I think it was this weekend or last weekend. Scoring a crazy free kick goal was that's what I'm. That's the only thing I'm worried about is Vlahovic. His like he might destroy our backline, but hopefully he doesn't. Let's talk about La Liga transfers and then talk about my top 5 ratings of overall transfers this summer, guys. Let me just close those ones. We're gonna talk about La Liga transfers and then overall top 5 ratings of the transfers this summer. Um, but let's talk about La Liga, and then I wanted to show you guys one thing. Talk about top 5 transfers this summer, and then end off the episode there. Marcos Alonso, as I said, this is a swap deal with Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Of course, now that Lewandowski is come to Barcelona, I think that Xavi has preferred Lewandowski over Aubameyang, although Aubameyang, what he's brought to Barcelona in the last half season was brilliant. I don't think it's just it doesn't reach the uh it doesn't reach the level of Robert Lewandowski. So Robert Lewandowski, great, brilliant player. And I think that yeah, I think with having Rafinha, Ferran Torres, Barcelona's attack is set. All they needed to do is get a new defense. They got Christensen, Alonso. They got what's his name? What's his name? Jules Koundé, and they also got another Hector Bellerin, guys, who was a youngster from La Masia, guys. If you guys don't know what La Masia is it La Masia? Yeah, I think it's La Masia. Yeah, La Masia is the Barcelona Academy, the youth academy or the Barcelona Academy. I think at 7 years old, Hector Bellerin joined La Masia, the Barcelona Academy. Went to I think Arsenal. I think last season he was on loan to Real Betis, and now he's brought back to Barcelona. So brilliant deal here. Brilliant new two defenders. Marcus Alonso, he can play center back, he can play full back as well. Going up as well, going attackingly. Marcus Alonso is a brilliant player. So man, Chelsea has brought all literally Rudiger, Christensen, Marcus Alonso, all three players from Chelsea. Rudiger to Madrid, and then Marcus Alonso and Christensen to Barcelona. Man, this is gonna be this year is gonna be a brilliant year for the El Clasico. This year, when is the next El Clasico? I think it's this October. I think it's this October. Okay, not a event. Let's look at Barcelona match fixtures. I think they have. When is it? Barcelona October. Yeah, this October, October 16, guys. I think this year Barcelona Madrid is gonna be the best El Clasico we've seen in a while, guys. Two brilliant Barcelona, especially making Lewandowski, Rafinha, Marcus Alonso, Koundé, Christensen, bringing back Hector Bellerin. So with the new Ter Stegen that they had last season, he's improved quite a lot on the ball. His ball handling, brilliant. So the midfield with what's his name? Midfield. What's Kessié, Frank Kessié. So man, like Barcelona doing something. They're crazy this transfer window. So that's why I'm saying they're gonna be cooking up like a huge game against Real Madrid, and just in the UCL, I think they're gonna be doing way better this season. Benches too. Honestly, yeah, they've gotten so many elite players that they're gonna have a starting 11 of elite players, and even their bench is gonna be a whole the good insane team. So, man, insane from Barcelona. 12 million as well. Not really 12 million. I guess it was a swap deal with Aubameyang for free, so they didn't really have to pay for him. They just gave a player, and then free agent as well. Yeah, Hector Bellerin. I think his contract ended from Arsenal, and now he went to Barcelona for on another free agent. So yeah, really good. Going back to his former club, his former young La Masia club as well. Good here from Hector Bellerin. Justin Kluivert, guys. Of course, you guys already know the Dutchman. You guys already know the old Kluivert played with Gullit, play at AC Milan as well. Those days, man, those days. And now his son, who played with he was on Roma. I think he went on a loan deal to Nice last season. As you guys can see, he was wearing a Nice jersey as well. And he still plays for Roma, and now he's on another loan deal to Valencia. So 23 years old. Hopefully he can find a place to permanently play and get more play time. So like right now, Roma are just like they have him, they signed him, and now they're just loaning him out, for money. So hopefully he can find a team where he can play like more time at one club instead, rather than being loaned out to different clubs. Hopefully that happens for the youngster, the fatherly he of course his father Kluivert, and now Justin Kluivert is the son. Um, so hopefully he can find a club like where he can like actually get more playing time. Overall, brilliant player, fast, technical player, an attacker. Unlike his father being a defender, or like not really defender, a midfielder. He's an attacker. So left mid. good pace, good shooting. Don't really watch him a lot, but since of course his father Clivert played for AC Milan, played with Ruud Gullit. Of course that's why he's of course going to be a known player, and that's why I had to talk about him. Good, and also I think they also gave away never mind, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say, since they gave away that other Carlos Ceballos guy to Paris Saint-Germain, maybe that's why they bring in him on a loan. But no, it wasn't. It was just, I guess, he was a center mid. This is a youngster, an attacker, so different deal here. But overall, good deal for Valencia, and actually, gonna be a good pairing with Gonzalo Guedes, the Portuguese. So he's also a brilliant player up top center. He can play striker, Clivert on the left wing, so gonna have a pretty decent attack for Valencia. Guys, Martin Goldthwait, guys. We're gonna talk about this one especially. Wait, what is this transfer here? Oh yeah, Serginho Dest we'll talk about after. Bro, do they look the same? They kind of look the same. Maybe because they're both bald or something. I don't know. But Martin Goldthwait, guys, he gets a terminated contract from Barcelona. Barcelona terminates his contract, and he goes to the other rivalry club of Barcelona, guys, which is Espanyol de Barcelona. That's just kind of, and it's a deadline day deal as well. And then yeah, you tagged the wrong Espanyol, did he? Oh my, transfer market, what are you doing? But but just crazy to see that he went from Barcelona, and I don't know, is this intentionally that he went to Espanyol de Barcelona? Is this intentional? Did he go from Barcelona to the other Barcelona? Espanyol, it's not really Barcelona, but Espanyol is based in Barcelona, so this is kind of like a derby, you can say, a Barcelona derby, because they're both teams both in Barcelona. But it's not called Espanyol de Barcelona, it's just Espanyol, you can say. So did he go from Barcelona to the other Barcelona team, Espanyol, or was it intentional, or was it just like, oh, he got offered good money? I feel like it was intentional. Maybe he didn't want to move his home as well. He was already in Barcelona. He wanted to sign a deal with Espanyol de Barcelona. And I think Espanyol de Barcelona means Espanyol of Barcelona. So like they're of Barcelona. So the team of Barcelona. RCD Espanyol of Barcelona, the team of Barcelona. And then we got Football Club Barcelona as well. So I feel like they offered Goldthwait. I think he wanted to stay in Barcelona, didn't want to move his house. So that's why he stayed in Barcelona and went to Espanyol de Barcelona instead of Football Club Barcelona. He left Football Club Barcelona and went to Espanyol de Barcelona. And honestly, over there, he's going to get more playing time. Like, ain't no ways he gets playing time with Lewandowski. Honestly, even Aubameyang would get more playing time over Goldthwait, man. But, I mean, he is a god, Goldthwait. How can Barcelona do that to Goldthwait? I mean, it's just with the... If you're a passionate player, if you're actually a passionate player and want to play for a team like Barcelona, like Frankie de Jong, you have to make wage cuts. When you see that your club is like financially in a bad spot, you have to make cuts for your club. If you're a passionate player and want to play for a legacy club like Barcelona. But I mean, at the same time, Barcelona offered the contract to them. They should be financially prepared for that offer that they made to the player and be able to pay them the money that they got, that they signed. So at the same time, like if you want to play for a team like Barcelona, you have to be prepared to make cuts to play for a legacy team. But at the same time, the club also needs to be financially prepared and know what's upcoming for them. And then yeah, guys, Serginho Dest. I said if he went to United would have been brilliant, but honestly, going to AC Milan on a loan with a buy option, brilliant deal for AC Milan. He's gonna be brilliant. I think another brilliant deal for his career. Barcelona, now AC Milan. They got who do AC Milan have? They have Spina. No, he plays for Roma. Spinazzola, but they got like Zlatan, of course. They got Tonali. So I think this is gonna be a brilliant deal. Honestly, that kid looks fire. Honestly, that kid looks fire. I might have to cop that kid. But a brilliant deal here. Right back, I think they need a new right back as well. Maybe he's gonna play left back since they got Florenzi at right back instead. But overall, good deal for Barcelona to bring in more money, and then for Dest to get more play time, for even for AC Milan to get more defenders as well. So yeah, guys, let's just talk about this right here. I just want to talk about this. This is kind of funny. UEFA has fined 8 clubs for financial fair play. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, I think this is Inter Milan. AC Milan, Inter Milan here, Juventus, Roma, Monaco, Marseille, and Besiktas. Barcelona not on the club. And man, I really don't understand how do Barcelona have not been fined. And a lot of people are saying, oh, that's only La Liga. They only need to register the players for La Liga. But I mean, it's the same thing with UEFA as well. These players are going to be playing in the Champions League as well. Barcelona have not broken any rules. That's been confirmed by La Liga. And all UEFA and all people UEFA who hate Barca because Barca, Juve, Madrid are pushing for the Super League to happen. But of course, run their agenda still. Bro, yeah, I really don't know what's going on. I really don't know. Is UEFA being nice here? But yeah, of course, UEFA Lona added again. Man, I really don't know. Barcelona should be on here in my opinion. I feel like I really don't know, man. They had 1.3 billion euro in debt last season. They bought 11 players: Lewandowski, Rafinha, Marcus Alonso, Koundé, Kessié. They literally bought a whole starting 11 team, and they're not being fined with financial fair play. I don't understand how they're doing this. Of course, Xavi, UEFA Lona added again, like that comment. So I really don't know how that's possible. But I just wanted to talk about that as well. I mean, most of them were kind of free as well. What's his name? Marcus Alonso, I believe he was on a free. Christensen, was he on a free as well? So I think Kessié was on a free. So if some of them were on a free, you could say, but like still overall, man, like how do they pull that off? Going to the last part of our episode, guys, let's talk about the transfer markets. We're gonna give our top 5 transfers. Like in my opinion, the top 5 transfers this transfer window. So if we go here, is it possible to have it like both like this so we can have both of them together? Okay, good. So yeah, we're gonna talk about my favorite transfers this summer. Right, okay, I don't know what's going on. Why is this one like squid? Alright, this is good. So yeah, guys, we're gonna get our top 5 transfers this summer. 2, 3. So yeah, let's go ahead, and we're also gonna talk about how they've impacted during the preseason as well. So I think at number 1, I think we're gonna put in Haaland. So far, 2 back-to-back hat tricks. Erling Haaland from Man City, 66 million as well. So that is a huge deal, valued at 165 million, getting him for 66 million. So technically, if you were to say, City are making a profit. City profit of 100 million if they were to sell him at his full market price. Erling Haaland was technically, if they were to sell Erling Haaland at his full market price, they can get over 100 million profit from him. Scoring 5 games in 5 games and 6, he has 9 goals as well. I don't know about the game against Aston Villa right now as we speak, as this podcast is being recorded. I don't know exactly what's going on, but yeah, guys, from BVB to City, great deal, great signing here. Erling Haaland, honestly, number 1. I have to put him in number 1 spot. There's still brilliant other great signings, but honestly, Erling Haaland, number 1 spot. Now, number two spot, I think there might be some PSG. Honestly, Gabby Jesus. We're just gonna put Gabriel Jesus, guys. Brilliant signing here from Gabriel Jesus from City to Arsenal. I think Arsenal, guys. Arsenal making some brilliant signings. Of course, I think he's the number 1 signing this season for Arsenal. Where is he? Right here. He's valued at 55 million, so paid a bit overpriced. Paying at 57.5 million, 57.4 million for him. So a little loss of Um, Arsenal lost about 2 million. But now with his performance now, he's definitely gonna. I'd say Gabby Jesus rises to I'd say at least 65 million. But if he keeps on performing this well for Arsenal, maybe 60 mil to 65 mil for and then they could sell him, make some profit. But after losing Aubameyang last season, now Aubameyang going to Chelsea, they're probably gonna keep Gabby Jesus for a little more over one season for sure. I don't know his stats quite yet. All I know is he scored at least, I think, 5 goals so far. He scored a hat trick, has quite a few assists. So like I think attacking like scores goals for them. Brilliant playmaker. He has a bunch of assists as well. So brilliant player, Gabriel Jesus. These are his specialties right there. Now for the third place, I'm gonna be a bit biased here. As a PSG fan, but I might have to put Vitinha, guys. I think I'm gonna be putting Vitinha. If you go look up, yeah, right here, Vitinha here, valued at 35 million. The 33 million from the La Liga, valued at 33 million. Coming from, I think is from Sporting. Is it Sporting? I'm gonna put Sporting to PSG, and we bought him for 45.6 million, guys. Brilliant signing here. Creative midfielder, creative mid, assists a lot. His I guess his positioning as well, as I said, we talked about him earlier, where he moves into areas of the pitch to drag his player marked with him and create open space for his teammates. He also runs around the pitch to go into open areas to receive the ball. His runs to getting forward is brilliant. Creating goal scoring opportunities, chances. I guess just, yeah, as I said, positioning well. I guess his chemistry with the team, plays well with Verratti. Technical on ball. So a lot of more stuff here I'm putting for him, maybe because like I watch him way more, I know more about him. Vitinha, brilliant. He's like overall, when we saw like in the preseason as well, after seeing Vitinha playing for us in the midfield, I definitely saw a huge change in our midfield for PSG, like attackingly creative chances, you can tell. So he's definitely impacted a lot. Vitinha on the list, there he goes. We got 2 more spots for our top signings this season. Hugo Ekitike we have here. Dennis Zakaria, of course, the Chelsea, he hasn't played yet, so not much about him. Guendouzi going from Arsenal and now going on a permanent deal to Marseille after that loan. But we have Palhinha to Fulham as well. We didn't talk about that, guys. Palhinha, the Portuguese from Sporting as well, I believe. I think, yeah, as I said, Fulham doing well, and with the well signing Leeds, they got Daniel James, they got Kurzawa, and now I didn't see that, but Palhinha in the CDM position, brilliant signing for Fulham, and maybe they have a chance. Maybe they have a chance to stay in the Premier League, maybe even top 10, top 7, you can say, maybe in the UEFA UEFA spot, so UEFA zone, to play in a UEFA tournament. So that would be crazy if that happens with Fulham. But yeah, we said yeah, I don't want to put Palhinha on there, of course. I just saw him, I forgot to talk about him because I wanted to talk. We talked about Fulham earlier and how they made brilliant signings and have a chance to perform well in the Premier League. I just wanted to say that. Now, I could put in Robert Lewandowski. I feel like it might be kind of a robbery to put him at 4th place. I feel like he might be tied at 3rd place, kind of. So maybe I'll put in Robert Lewandowski at 3rd place as well. Lewandowski. I think so far, honestly, the 1st place as well. Honestly, I think we're gonna put in Lua at 1st place as well. Lewandowski valued at 49. Let's just say 49.5 million. From Bayern, going at the exact same price to Barca for 49.5 million, and so far scoring banging scores, scoring banger goals, back heel, positioning as well. Of course, goal score. He is also a goal scoring machine. Same with Erling Haaland. Goal scoring machine. And even like Erling Haaland's positioning in the box. Yeah, like same with Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski makes more runs in behind. But he also positions himself well in the box. Both players positioning well in the box. So Lewandowski, we gotta put up there. I think yeah, Gabby Jesus at second, Vitinha, two more spots here, and I think we're gonna be putting in Lisandro Martinez. From Ajax for 35.2 million to Man United for 63.1 mil, guys. So that's a crazy signing, but physically, tactically, defensively, he's like a captain in the back line, guys, with Rafael Varane, that dual partnership. And you guys already know, in Real Madrid, when we had Varane and Ramos, we can see Varane and Ramos, just two beast players, guys. And then we saw when Varane went to United last season, not a brilliant start because he didn't really have that captain like type player he played with. He played with Maguire, guys. But now he had, no offense, of course, the 80 million fridge, best player in the world. But now he has Lisandro Martinez, a captain, a role in the back line. He like kind of controls that back line. So I think he's also going to be, and like him being that leader in the back line kind of gives more hope and motivation with Varane. Like Varane kind of knows like, oh, he has a partner who also performs well. And I think at fourth place we're also gonna put Malacia. I don't know his price quite. Like I'm gonna have to find him here, of course. So I don't know his price, but Malacia defensively. I think I don't know what club he went to, but Malacia to Man. We'll just do Man for United. Manchester United. Malacia, great signing as well. Defensively as well. Needs to improve attack as a winger, but still he's still a good winger. He's still a good fullback, good up top. Getting the ball out of play, not letting wingers / players get past him. He's really physical as well. He's young as well, so he has a bright future ahead. Brilliant signing for Man United as well. You guys can see, like whenever I watch the game, like first thing I hear, Malacia, great defense, getting the ball out. If I had to put if I had to do a tier list of most improved players this summer, Bruno Fernandes also on there. I just want to say that because we're talking about United. But for transfers, United, Malacia and Lisandro Martinez, two brilliant players in United's midfield or in United's defense, and they've definitely, like, them two starting in the back line in the last 3 games have won them 3 consecutive games for United. So crazy for Man United. And then lastly, in the 5th position here, do we put Antonio Rudiger? If I did this last season or last year, I don't know if we did this tier list last year, but Alaba, man, Alaba, yeah, honestly, Alaba, if we had to do most like underrated transfers of all time, not talked about, Alaba needs to be talked about way more, because I feel like his transfer to Madrid and what he's brought for Madrid hasn't really been talked about much. So yeah, that was that right there. I wanted to say that about Alaba. Any more signings here? I might just go ahead and put on Jules Koundé, man, because him defensively, that one save with Barcelona to help out Ter Stegen. Honestly, do we put in? Yeah, Vitinha deserved. I guess you can say Nuno Mendes, but he was on loan and we bought him this season, so maybe we'll put Nuno Mendes. You could say Nuno Mendes because we had him on loan last season. And then just this year we fully signed him. So I think he's somewhere here. I think he's on this page over here. Yeah, Noon Mensch. He's rated at Noon Mensch, Sporting 44 million to PSG for 41.8 million. It's a brilliant signing, as I said. Physically attacking to get in behind on the wing. Plays well technically with his players playing 1-2. So if you guys know what 1-2 is, I passed to you, passed right back to me. So 1-2, 1-2, like just a one tap, like 1-2. You get what I mean? Playing 1-2s. He's really well with that. Cutting inside from the end line, like where he goes all the way around, cuts inside. So you know how this is the goal right here. He runs down, like he's over here. He runs, gets to the goal line, and then cuts inside, bang into the net. And then we got I don't know what else is he good at. His crossing ability to find players in the box to assist, like passing it back to Messi, passing it back into the box. He's really well. Yeah, physical, defensively, his pace is good. So I guess as a signing, he was on loan, but as a signing, we paid money to a club. Noon Mensch is gonna be on there, and then I think we'll put in, honestly, I think we have to put in Jules Koundé. Of course, there's probably gonna be other signings, like there's probably like teams like I don't know, like signings like from like I guess you can say Insigne. I don't know, like teams like lower, like teams like Galatasaray getting Dries Mertens, RB Leipzig, West Ham getting Thilo Kehrer, like over here getting Lucas Paqueta from West Ham, or West Ham getting Lucas Paqueta. There's all of those signings, but from what I've seen, these big signings who like over the preseason who played really well, these are the players in my opinion who I have to put on the list for sure. So yeah, Jules Koundé also gonna be on the list as well from Sevilla. I don't know how to spell Sevilla, but for 60 million, for 60 million, what am I saying? For 66 million to Barcelona for 55 million, so 5 or 11 million undercut, so great deal for Barcelona there. Defensively, brilliant. Technically, like technical ability on the ball, technical ability on the ball. He's brilliant with that. His passing, getting the ball out the zone, just kicking the ball up the pitch or out, to bring more defenders into the back is just, he's really well there. Physically, he's really well physically. So yeah, those are what I have to say about Koundé. And this is my my tier list here, my top 5 transfers this summer, guys. Haaland and Lewandowski, number 1, brilliant signing, 45 million, getting him for the exact same price. As I said, Haaland valued at 165 million. City signing him for 66 million. So if they were to sell him at his full market price, they would get over 100 million transfer profit, especially after the start of the season that he's having, 5 games and 9 goals. Gabby Jesus scoring he's a playmaker. He scores goals. He's already scored a hat trick for Arsenal, with Arsenal, making beautiful assists. He has a really good chemistry with the team. Brazilian. Of course, there's many Brazilians in the team as well, like Gabriel Martinelli, like the defender. Who's that defender? Gabriel. So he has really good chemistry with the team as well. So Gabriel Jesus up there as well. Gabby Jesus, Vitinha, as I said in the preseason, when you watch Vitinha play for PSG, PSG's attack has completely changed because of the way Vitinha plays. His creative chances, passing the ball up, like attack to get an attack, passing the ball for creative opportunity. So brilliant signing there. Lisandro Martinez, as I said, him and Malacia both at 4th place, changed United's midfield drastically, guys. So maybe you could say they're kind of at 3.5. You could say they're at 3.5. You could say Lewandowski is at 4, and then Jules Koundé is, or Noon Mensch is at the 5th place for the top signings. You could say that because these two are kind of in the 3rd place for my top 3 for best signings this transfer window, because as I said, for them playing for United in the last 3 games have won them 3 consecutive wins in the Premier League for Manchester United. Brilliant, brilliant defensively on the ball. Lisandro Martinez, a captain in the back line to make Varane more motivated and more a stronger player for Rafael Varane. And as I said, Jules Koundé defensively for Barcelona plays well, a captain in the back line. I can't wait to see him with what's his name? Him, bro. What's the other center back's name? Barcelona. Players, bro. What's his name? Defender. He's a defender. Araujo. Yeah, I can't wait to see Koundé, Araujo, Christensen, and Marcos Alonso, as well as Hector Bellerin. Those 5 players defensively are gonna change Barcelona's defense quite drastic. Honestly, actually, would I say I really haven't seen Marcos Alonso play a lot yet, but after what I've seen from him, like when I think it was 2 seasons ago when Chelsea won the Champions League, that was when Marcos Alonso, like that's when I saw Alonso perform really, really well. Last season he also performed well, but in the season when Chelsea won the Champions League, he was a monster center back, a monster fullback, attacking defensively. He was brilliant. So that's why I have to say, honestly, maybe I'll put in Alonso as well, because I definitely feel like he's gonna change, or definitely drastically help out Barcelona's defense quite a lot. So yeah, guys, that is my tier list there for the transfers this summer. If you guys went on to enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. Of course, 24 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. I'm planning to make my own merch sometime, maybe like a jersey, like a football jersey, and then maybe give one away for hitting 20 subscribers. So hopefully we can do that soon. So and then yeah, guys, next Monday will be on Monday. We're gonna talk about La Liga, League 1, Match Day 6, guys. And then I might also do a room tour, separate video of a new room tour. As you guys can see, we have a new camera angle today because it's a bit messy on that side, so I can't really show it. But as you guys can see, we have a new type of setup over here. We have the PSG, of course. So hopefully we can get everything sorted in my room soon. Got some new jerseys coming as well, so hoping to hang some jerseys behind so we can see in the podcast as well. But yeah, guys, as I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't miss out on another video. As I said, if you guys really want to support me, in the description below I'll have my Instagram and my my personal Instagram and my podcast Instagram down below. This is where I just post photos of me. This is where I post my podcast stuff, and of course the podcast itself. So I'll leave both my Instagrams down below in the description, guys, like always. And this is where I'll post if I have an upload upcoming as well, guys. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys go follow that. As I said, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell so you don't miss out on any other video. For now, stay positive, stay happy, stay flow, and I'll see you later. Peace.